we're joined here today by Grooveline, who are a 6-piece band. We're waiting on the other 5 members.
You can come in now.
He's actually just got schizophrenia. There's 6 of him.
Yeah.
How are the voices today?
Good.
When was your last gig?
Last gig, before Christmas, anyways.
Oh, really?
Okay.
It was Dublin.
Yeah,
Weapons.
Dublin. Oh, it was New Year's. Yeah, New Year's. That was a while ago.
Nice.
So when's the next one? Or is it April, the one?
No, we're back in March. We're going up to Belfast for Shock na Gaeilge, so we're doing a gig in the Beehive
I
up
love
there.
how that's happening in Belfast.
Yeah, I know,
And
it's
the Fla-
class.
The Fla's
The Fla's in Belfast as well this time. So
Love it. Fine territory.
What's Leitrim like?
Leitrim,
Yeah.
it's very small.
Okay.
It's really rural. Like there's not much to do. Like
Yeah.
and like Manor Hamilton, the town I'm from, is. You've been there. You know.
Shout out Manor Hamilton.
You know it.
For real.
It's really like.
I fuck with that shit heavy, like.
Yeah, I know it's great. It's good crack at the same time. Like the pubs are good. Like when you go out, it's really everyone.
Yeah.
Like, there's only like 1,000 people in the town, and
Is that all?
Like-
1,000.
yeah,
Very small, isn't it?
really small. Yeah,
What about
So-
musically? Like, did you?
musically.
That's obviously where you had your come up, I assume. Did you get gigs there at all, or did you have to go elsewhere?
Yeah, no, we started out doing music there. Like we all met kind of. The rest of the band kind of went to a Gael school, and they kind of met there. And then when we went to the secondary school in Manor Hamilton, I met them in first year. We hadn't formed a band or anything. We
Right.
just kind of hit it off as friends. And then there's a summer camp that happens like every year, like a music camp, where you go in and you're like put it into random groups, kind of,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you just. Your goal is to like make a band and perform at the end of the week a couple of songs in front of like a couple hundred people or something.
What age were you at that point?
Like
Secondary school, is it?
yeah, but like you do it as a child as well. Like I was 12 or 13
Okay.
or yeah,
Because I read like that the first band you started wasn't called Grooveline, it had a different name
Yeah.
behind it.
yeah. So like they did it a few years before I did it for the first time, and they had like Electric Noodles. That was when they were like 10 years old, and that was their first kind of band. I think that was the first year they did it, and yeah,
That's a
it was
terrible
Electric Noodles.
What was the backstory? What was the backstory behind that name?
Do
you know?
I have no idea actually.
Yeah, fair.
But I can imagine it was just completely random, because the year I did it, I think our band name was Cat Milk.
Cat milk.
Cat Milk, yeah. Yeah, and just stupid names, like they didn't really mean anything.
Yeah, but
So how did Grooveline come about then?
Grooveline came about. It was in the summer of 2018, and there was this kind of open mic in the town, Crinune and Og, and a few of us. It was me, Tarek, Matthew, and Bainsy. We were like, "Oh, do you want to do this?" And yeah, we started practicing for it, and we had to come up with a band name. And
was there any like
there was like
hesitation behind doing it, or were you all just like super aligned, like let's go for it?
the band name.
Yeah, no, just
Or just doing it.
forming Grooveline.
Oh, forming it. Well, at the time we didn't really know it was gonna be a thing.
Yeah, so
like,
it's just a
we
bit of fun.
It was just a bit of fun for that gig, and like we were like, oh, Tarek was like, oh, do you want to call us the Geoducks or something? He's like, I think that would be a good name. And it's like, no, definitely not. And I was listening to a song, you know, the song Grooveline by Heatwave. It's like an 80s disco song.
Tune.
Yeah. I was listening to that
Pull
a
that up,
lot.
Jamie.
And I was like, oh, we can just call ourselves Grooveline or something like that. And so we just went with that, and it kind of just stuck. And then we were like, okay, do you want to make a proper band? And then we got Bronwyn, obviously, because we were good friends with her, and she plays the drums.
Okay.
And then we had a full a 5-piece band for a few years, and we were doing gigs around town. We did a Comortis BO competition for, you know, a Rocktus and Sauna down in Kerry, and we won that competition.
What year was that when you won it? And I guess
it was 2018. So,
and what kind of impact did that have then going forward after you won that award?
that was kind of where we got the ball rolling for the first time, kind of, because when we won that, I think the prize was $4,000 and then free recording as well. And just through that, we got the single recorded that we won. Desh Doll, it was our first single we ever wrote. And then after we recorded that, we just started doing more gigs, mainly Oscuelga first, because that's where like all the gigs were.
Really?
And for us, kind of. And Tarek's dad and Tarek have like connections to the Irish scene, so
yeah,
it was just easy to go down that route for a good bit. And
so there was more demand behind the Irish gigs rather than Berla.
Yeah, for the first while, there was.
Okay.
And then as we kind of found our footing, we were doing English gigs, and eventually then we met Cian after COVID happened. We met we knew Cian, but he joined the band officially then, and then that's when we kind of properly started picking up, and we like could get crowds going. We could play in pubs and stuff because we were old enough.
What instrument did Cian play? Or does he play?
He's a genius. He can play anything.
Yeah.
He plays the keys and the fiddle.
I think that you're all very like that though. From hanging out with you guys, like you all seem to, it's like you all play everything good.
Yeah.
They've all got a little bit of sauce in like every instrument. It's just like,
who plays the trumpet? Or is it
the trumpet, the sax?
The sax, yeah.
Sax boy. That's
that
Bainesy.
just shows my
Little
knowledge.
Trumpet boy.
Trumpet, yeah.
Trombone.
But that's quite unique though, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
the sax.
Yeah,
it adds a lot, like.
Yeah, no, there's and then because there's barely any sax really in any other band.
Yeah,
so,
that's what. For sure.
It's becoming more of a thing now, though. I see like there's sax kind of in different groups. Yeah.
How would you describe your sound as a band then? Because you do tend to like fuse a lot of different genres together. It's very, very interesting.
Yeah. Right now I describe it as high energy funk mixed with trad and a bit of jazz and hip hop. There's not one word for it really. It's just kind of what we make.
It varies a lot as well. Like you have so many different types of songs.
Yeah, I think that comes from just the amount of people that's in the band. Like there's 6 different people, and we all have different music tastes. Hey, lads!
Yo,
this is some setup. Blake,
what's up?
have a seat.
Nice one.
She sees.
Welcome to Galway.
What's the crack, man?
Good. How are you keeping?
Great.
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
Where you come from? Dublin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we chatting about there?
I was saying that you have a lot of kind of different fusions of sounds, and there's not really one consistent thing as well. Use vary what you do. So
yeah.
How would you kind of define what puts your sound together?
Well, I'd say like we started off, me and Glenn just being absolutely fucking obsessed with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Can we swear on this podcast?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
All right, chill. All right. And so that kind of came. I was really into John Frusciante, and Glenn was really into slap bass, and we were really into kind of rock music and the kind of funk fusion. And then so we kind of started basing off that, but then we were always listening to like the likes of like trad music like Keela and stuff, and they kind of form their songs really differently. So we'd like form our songs with like the basis of a Keela track, but with the instrumentations of a Red Hot Chili Pepper track. And then we kind of grew out of ourselves, got less into the Red Hot Chili Peppers and more into like 70s disco and just kind of like putting our minds to different things. And I suppose that's how it came about on a bass level. Yeah.
Nice.
On a bass level.
Yeah. Highly
on a bass.
And I guess like what message do you try to convey in your performances and through your own tracks? Is there one or?
There's a message to just absolutely have the crack, man, and don't
fair.
fucking bother with anything else. Like.
Okay.
I mean,
I think that's the thing. I've seen you guys a couple of times, and it's like when you have that experience watching you guys on stage, like it's just the energy that you walk away from that performance with is just profound. Like, it's very different. You do have a special sauce.
Yeah, yeah, it's good crack.
You do really have a special sauce.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, I suppose like when we were gigging when we were teenagers, we noticed every time we got the crowd involved more, there'd be way more fun and there'd be way more buzz out of it. And when we were trying to build this as kids, the more buzz we got from gigs, the better it will be for us, and the better it will be for everyone there at the event. So that's how it started. And then I remember when we were like 18, we went to Electric Picnic. And like we were doing stuff for the first time, and I remember seeing like the likes of Kneecap and the Scratch, and like artists now like Khaki Kid and Brick Nasty, and being at them shows, just coming into adulthood, being like, holy fuck, man, this is the type of energy we need at our gigs, you know. And then I think that was a turning stone into how we do performances. A turning stone. I don't know if that's a
Even a thing.
A stepping stone.
Yeah. Stepping stone.
And I suppose, but that EP, chronic for their brain, man.
Different.
What was it that you started to do in your shows that kind of brought that energy, let's say, or got the crowd more engaged? Were you just like, what were you taking different elements from?
Yeah, so like little things like walls of death, big mosh pits, everyone go down.
Little things.
Let's go back a bit there. For those who don't know, I'm sure most people do, but what's a wall of death?
A wall of death is when you split the crowd in two, and you get this half of the crowd wanting to kill this half of the crowd, and they smash in together and they make a big mosh pit and they all have fun.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Turn into walls.
I've seen you split.
Walls of love.
I've seen Tarek like split. It's like the Red Sea. He's just like,
It's
the crowd,
like
he runs down
Moses.
through the middle of it.
Yeah, but like when we were going to them gigs, and when we'd feel like we were a part of a show, we'd come out of the gig being like, that's the best gig ever.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were going to gigs, we were like gigs that we find good is when we're involved in it. So we just do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, even speaking to the crowd, making them laugh, having good crack with them, chant repeats.
I suppose
fun,
people just want to feel like connected.
Yeah, and then if you connect the people in the audience with what you're doing properly, it becomes so much more of a thing than just a band playing on stage, because you get so many bands that play on stage and they're just like, yeah, look at me perform, we're sick.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And we're a product that you're buying into, and we're here.
Yeah.
And if you can connect with the audience and make this the whole event a much more special thing, well, then it becomes way better for everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how you get a Netflix special. like Kneecap. You don't get that by being one out of, like, being the same as everyone else, you know, like you described. You have to be incredibly unique, and it separates you totally, and there's much more demand as a result, like, so 100%. Yeah, but
100%.
I read it, not read, but I seen as well, you done like the UV glow and stuff at some of your shows, and circus acts and shit. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Such
whose idea was that? And when any other band members like, oh no, we're not doing that shit, or were you all kind of on board for it?
I think it was my idea, but it was a bit of an ask, because have you ever seen that Fire documentary?
Yeah.
So basically, do you know the way he like promises everything and then doesn't sell enough tickets? So I had all these massive fucking ideas that I was like, Fire, UV, paint party, all these things, camera crew, and then I was like, right, we need to get the tickets first though, and we did, thank fuck. But yeah, no, it was cool, because I was growing up with, so my father's in Keela, and when he was growing up, he was doing all these kind of things with like dancers and fire breathers and stuff, and they stopped doing it. So I was like, fuck it, why don't we do it? And I managed to convince the manager of the Grand Social to go along with this. I don't know how, but
that's mad. Fire breathers.
Yeah, fire breathers.
Mad.
Yeah, fire breathers, and they were twirling fire with like hula hoops and
the
shit.
videos look mad.
And it worked out really well.
It worked so good, man. And then so basically the whole concept of the show is that we brought everyone into the smoking area.
Okay.
And we locked them in the smoking area with a big timer up on the TV. And while there was this fire show going on, we had this our friend from Sligo playing drum and bass and jungle on the speakers. Live DJ set. You met him.
P-Pod.
P-Pod. Absolute header from the town, son.
Man, listen to this tune, man.
Listen to this tune, man. I can't wait till he hears this one.
That's a brilliant concept.
And then they come in, and then the timer goes off. The doors open to the venue. It's full of smoke, and you come in. So beforehand, everyone's like throwing paint on each other and lighting each other up with UV paint, and they come in, they start glowing up. There was this AI thing on the soundtrack, and then we started the gig. Yeah.
Is that something you carry forward now into, or was it a one-off?
Don't know. Like we will definitely do it again. It's not planned any time.
It's a lot of work, obviously.
Future.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely do it again.
Was that your own gig that you organised? Obviously.
Yeah. That was just our
Was there a particular name behind it, or
what was it called?
The Grooveline experience.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And then with your shows in general, have you got like a promoter, or do you just do it all yourself?
We had one promoter for one show in the academy. We had MCD doing it with us, and that was good. And we'll probably work with them again and see what the crack is. Yeah. But that night after the Grooveline experience, went home, got really wasted. Brought everyone back to my gaff. Was like, house party of mine. Ended up being the reason why I got evicted. But man, it was fucking worth it.
Like Project X.
Yeah, Project X.
Yeah. Do y'all drink then for the shows?
Not really for the shows, man. Like a bit on stage, but
maybe one or two before. But like, you wouldn't go crazy. No, you wouldn't like be pissed on the stage.
Yeah.
No, like it's happened a few times where a few members or I've been pissed on the stage.
Certain members.
Can you perform like? When you're pissed?
Sometimes it's gone really bad.
Yeah, sometimes it's been really sloppy and
really bad.
Yes, but like we're really, really keen on having the best quality performance people can get, you know? And that's the main mission when we're playing gigs. So being absolutely out of it on stage is never a thing. But after it has to be after.
What's your rider?
Huh?
What's your rider?
A rider.
Do you have one?
We do have one.
Yeah,
but,
like gummy bears,
potatoes, whatever.
no, a hip of drink and food.
Yeah.
To be fair, and anything else they can give us.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Maybe something like that.
Talk to me about the Irish lads.
On Gaelic.
Where does that kind of infusion into the band come in?
Well,
I suppose we grew up. Most of us in the band, we went to primary school and the Gael school.
Yeah.
And there's a nice Irish language community in North Leitrim. So we kind of grew up speaking Irish together anyway. Singing in Irish. We were doing that from day one anyway. And it was more of a natural thing to us. And then kind of like, you know, the way when you're teenagers, we went to an English school, so you might like lean in more to the English side of things. And then like in the last few years, we've really been going back into the Irish side of things, was how important this cultural wave is, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a massive thing happening in Ireland at the moment from being a young person.
Major revival, definitely.
Major revival.
Huge, like.
Everybody's, including himself. Like Hussey Shea Folum, Shea Viohin. And now he should be it's fucking sick out. Like.
Yeah. Very important.
What do you think
very important.
What do you think is triggering that kind of, I suppose, I don't want to say like, it's like revival or almost like reawakening, because it's always been there.
Yeah.
Do you know? But I think it's just that it's
like,
something's shaking the tree now. What do you think it's driving that?
Oh, but
I think it's Kneecap.
Kneecap for sure, man. Absolutely.
Definitely.
It's like we saw Kneecap when we were really young, like when they just started. So they did a support gig for Keela in the National Stadium like 2018. And we were only like 14, 13 or something. Yeah. We were looking at that being like, that is the sickest shit we've ever seen. Now, we all became little fucking super fans when we were kids. And then now that they've gotten bigger, it's so sick to see that kind of like energy go across all of the young people in Ireland now.
As well as the world.
As the world, of course, man, of course.
Like it's an absolute fire.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
And what makes why do you think it's so important to infuse that into your music?
Well, I suppose firstly it's just what we are. Like we'd all speak Irish with each other and English, like bilingually anyway. So it's a representation of who we are and what we stand for and what we think is cool. To be honest,
absolutely.
There's nothing cooler than actually owning your own cultural heritage and not giving a fucking flying it out, you know? And that's
the buzz, because there's definitely, you know, I've seen you guys, like there's such an authenticity to it. It's not performative, like, oh, you know, speaking Irish is cool now, let's make a lot of Irish music. Do you know? You've been about that life always.
Yeah. Sure, like when you came out on the rip with us, man, we were fucking speaking Irish till like what 7 o'clock in the morning. Like,
Are you
every traditional instrument? Under the sun.
Are you fluent?
No, not anymore.
No.
But like when I lived
I
on
know
the
to
island,
to be fair.
You're fairly fluent. I'd
Yeah.
say.
yeah. But again, I think it's definitely a responsibility. I'd love to be able to learn it more. But I think again, music is one of those things that's just like that's what connects everybody. It's so easy to
It
learn
does, yeah.
a language through music.
Oh yeah.
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 Like as in like it's just down to how it's taught, when it's engaging and it's fun. Like I've watched friends of mine that didn't even sit Irish in school at all, that are like word for word rapping Kneecap tunes.
No,
and I'm like,
yeah. That's the same.
and they're starting. Not only are they able to like word for word like say it back, but they're kind of getting a grasp of what they're actually saying, what it means, and I think that's really special.
Yeah.
Proper.
Yeah,
That's proper.
but I think that you guys are playing a little role yourselves as well, and kind of at a more local level at the moment. Driving
for
that,
sure.
Yeah.
driving that culture, because that's the thing. It's like it's not about. It's a responsibility to learn the language, but it's also a gift.
Total gift, man.
Yes.
And I suppose for all Irish people and for anyone else on the island, it's a thing that is theirs. So I don't feel like there's a responsibility, but it's yours to do what you want with it. And I feel like that's an important thing to have for Irish, because it's everyone's language and how they use it is up to them. But it's really great that people now are using it with total love and a different Mion diffrule. What's the English for that? Different perspective, yeah. Forgetting English on a podcast.
And just to veer off at a different tangent, then you guys, you were touring for like 5 or 6 months straight last year.
Yeah,
Like something
Hectic.
mental.
Hectic amount.
I suppose like there's probably people tuning in, that are like in bands that are starting off. How are you on earth do you manage to balance like a healthy lifestyle for 6 months of
Healthy.
Oh man,
Bashment.
I don't know if it's very
I don't
healthy
think-
now, but
healthy lifestyle. I know. Like for us, having the crack is a healthy lifestyle, and if you just do a bit of fitness, man, you're chilling. Honest to fuck, do a bit of press ups.
do a cold bath in the morning.
Yeah, literally, cold showers and press ups, and
That's brilliant. What about food?
food.
Food.
Oh,
Cold showers,
dirty wow
press-ups,
burger.
dirty
Pringles.
Out of a van. But,
Oh, it's not some kind of Chick-fil-A roll out of
Yeah.
a deli or something like
Yeah.
on the fly. To be honest, man, like I won't lie to you, it's not the most extremely healthy
Yeah, no.
lifestyle.
no.
You're
It's
also
hard- it's
going
hard to keep
absolutely.
it
You're also
healthy.
going hard every weekend.
You're built different though. The lot of you, you're
Yeah.
all warriors. Like
Yeah. I know we just love the sesh, man. To be honest, we just love the crack. And we love the sesh, and we're young enough, or we're just savage enough that we can do it every weekend for months. But yeah, that healthy lifestyle. Yeah,
No.
cold plunge.
so there is
Cold
one
plunge.
really
Cold
then.
plunge.
Nah, man.
No.
Well,
Get sauna, sweat the toxins, sweat the bad out.
yeah, sweat the
And you
bad.
have
Um,
had like a little break now since New Year's. So has that given you a bit of time to recoup?
Yeah, we're busy enough in the studio recording since New Year.
Okay, and when are you
And, like-
dropping your next single?
Next thing,
Single.
we're dropping. So we're hoping to drop it. Let It Rip, big party song.
Yeah.
Let It Rip's coming around the end of April for our headline show. We're gonna have a headline show in Galway and Dublin around the same time, end of April.
Yes.
And and then the EP is hopefully coming by this summer for the summer tour again.
Amazing.
Yeah. And it's really cool. It's like for the last 2 years, we've been a massive gigging band doing all the festivals and everything, but we've only released 2 tunes, which is nuts. I don't know how we've done
And
it.
you
but-
have an absolute catalogue of them as well.
yeah, and we've
Yeah.
loads of tunes
Yeah.
to put out. So we
Yeah.
have 4 new tunes coming that are all big, dirty bangers.
That's so exciting though, considering where you're at without even having that music out.
yeah. It's
Everything
fun.
Yeah.
that you've built just from
Just from gigging.
that, like person in the crowd looking at you on stage
Yeah.
connection
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than someone that's tuning in from abroad. It'll really broaden your horizons, I suppose, once you start putting out.
Yeah,
music.
100%, 100%.
So for anybody that hasn't been then to a Grooveline show yet, that will have the opportunity to do so in Galway, why should they go?
just for some amount of buzz, like honestly, I'm not just saying that because we play, but it is such a fun buzz. If you come, you're just going to come for a massive loving carnage. Yeah.
I can honestly say it's like one of the most unique experiences I've ever had was seeing you guys at Tea Sessions. It was just, it's like
You too, man.
I walked away from that gig being like I had that energy. I was like, "Sham, that was the best gig I've literally ever been to in my life."
Yeah.
It was like,
he told me when he started coming on the pod, he was like, "I have one request. We need to get Grooveline on."
So
I was like, "Sound."
But I suppose we get this a lot. Like, why do I feel like I'm on drugs? And it's because I don't know, man. But it's proper.
Music, I fully believe that though, and like I'm, very much living a sober life for the last, 6 months, and I think that like in that the clarity that I've gained, I've always known it anyway, but the clarity that I've definitely gained is music is a drug, lads.
Totally.
Man,
totally.
It's a powerful drug.
Powerful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
So that's why, as in like, but again, it speaks to your talent. Like anybody can play music, but it's like being able to deliver it in that way that you actually connect with somebody with it. That's special. But definitely.
With production now, how do you find that? Like you're going into the studio, I assume, with 6E. So there's a lot of people in one room, a lot of different opinions.
Yeah.
Do you work quite well together, or is there ever
for the most part, I think we do.
Yeah, we do, except for this one lyric.
There's one lyric.
There's this one lyric in one of our verses, and we're all just raging each other about it.
Really?
Yeah.
But no, we actually work quite well together.
What's the lyric? Can you say it or no?
Drop the bar.
Under UV lights, and I think it's awful. But
but like, what
that
else?
Sounds like a terrible
What
jingle
else?
for like DID.
Yeah. But we've so a little sneak peek, whoever's listening. So our Let It Rip, our single is featuring Nigel Farage, and you know his famous clip, Up the Raw.
Up the Raw.
Yeah.
There's a wee Easter egg there.
There's a wee Easter egg there, so it's going to be Grooveline featuring
cool.
Nigel Farage in the future. Nigel, if you're listening.
Is there going to be a music video?
Ooh.
Yeah, is there
a
going to be a
music
music video? Yeah, probably. Yeah, there will be. Fuck.
There'll be some sort of video.
Great.
Definitely.
Did you do a
Some
music
sort of
video for
content,
your last two singles?
We did one for Maze, but it got age restricted on
it got
YouTube.
flagged or whatever.
Okay.
So annoying.
So
annoying.
too much flour.
Too much flour. We had this whole
acting
scene
as
where we were like, this lad was like sniffing a massive bunch of flour.
Flour.
Flour gaze. But obviously, and then YouTube were like, nah.
That's gas.
But it is a proper video.
It's a good video. It's like a Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
I've seen some very questionable music videos on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you know that. You know that
versatile
video.
Yeah, versatile.
The versatile video, the ketamine one. Like, yeah, man. I don't know what, and that's not age restricted.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's because
it's the government. Irish. It's the government. It has to be the government, lads.
Yeah. Is there any limiting factors?
It's the government.
Is there any limiting factors when it comes to producing songs? Because like with some, let's say, producers making electronic music, like the more money you have, the more you can spend on, studios, features, things like that. With yourselves, is that an issue or no?
It can be an issue sometimes when we're not gigging.
Okay.
When we're gigging, we do make enough income to pay the studio.
Yeah.
But no, that is a huge problem for artists and stuff.
Yeah.
And with the gigging then, who's booking it? Like, because you said you did 5 or 6 months of gigging. There's a lot of coordination and a lot of work that goes into that. So who's doing it?
Do you know the term work from home? I work from bed. So basically what I do is I just frantically email and call people and just text people and see what the buzz is and get people's numbers and ring them up and chat to them, and that's how I book everything. Yeah.
Is there anything that, like, are you persistent? Because some people aren't. They'll send one email, they won't get a response, and they'll leave it.
Oh yeah, for sure, persistent.
You seem like the guy who will just keep ringing.
Yeah, but like, yeah, for sure, I am.
Yeah.
Keyboard warrior.
Keyboard warrior from the
warrior.
bed. Yeah, but that's it. Literally just calling people, and also like being out. Like when you're out at the festivals, just being sound, man. Like because like I remember going to a festival. And someone was like, someone kind of our age in someone different other band was like, I just can't wait to like network. And I was like,
I know.
I was like, oh my god, I'm actually about to fucking puke. Like that whole attitude. I felt like for me, just the whole attitude of going out and meeting people and gaining opportunities, just being open to be friendly with fucking everyone, and more the gigs and opportunities being a byproduct of actually just having fucking pure crack.
Yeah.
and not going like, I'm going to network with this person and network.
Yeah. It actually works out better that way when you just have the sesh with the with
totally,
the people. Like.
Totally. Like that,
And
a
it's just
lot
like-
of the opportunities we've had this year is just coming from being at festivals at like 6 o'clock in the morning session with boys, and you're like, yo, and this is class.
Yeah.
And then it's friends,
Yeah.
and then I mean, when people are friends, it's great. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you feed off each other and you give each other opportunities. You have fun with each other. That's the crack. Yeah.
Just to clarify for a lot of like, you know, amateur musicians, like networking is crucial. It's so important, but I think it's the way you go about it that really matters.
Yeah, totally.
Like when there's, you know, and like if there's intention behind it all the time, it's not as authentic. Whereas like I fully agree with you that it's like just being open-minded and humble and friendly.
Yeah.
Because everybody, you know, at
'Cause
the
we're
end
all
of the
in
day,
this
we're all
community together.
exactly, we're all
Yeah.
just
Why
people.
not
Like,
just
Yeah,
be
so that's
sound,
literally how we started hanging out. Like it was
totally.
the exact same
Yeah, yeah,
buzz.
yeah.
You just, the more open-minded you are, the more opportunities you can gain from these kind of places. So yeah, I think but networking is crucial, but I think that's the buzz. It's just like going at it from a more like a friendly way.
Yeah.
Totally.
There's a lot more value to be gained.
Just look at your community of musicians as a load of great people that you're gonna have the crack with.
Less clinical.
Less clinical. Like the whole like networking is great, but networking.
Especially in that accent, man.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Networking. Totally,
Do
man.
it.
Totally.
Do what you're saying.
Going to drink some pints with the boys. Network. Yeah.
Stop that.
Clip it.
Clip it. Fucking kill it. Good, lads.
Cut the show.
With just going back to Kneecap for a minute then.
Yeah.
So you were supporting them. I think it was like Vicar Street you mentioned.
Baker Street, yeah.
With two
Two-
gigs.
two-
How did
two
that come
nights.
about, the opportunity?
Exactly
So
how we
reaching
just
out to
said.
them, they're like, yeah,
No,
sweet.
man, it actually came. So we just over the summer, just having the crack with people, and then ended up. We always knew Kneecap.
Okay.
Yeah.
We knew Kneecap since we were kids, and there was always like a friendship kind of there anyway, because so Nisha's dad and my granddad both were Irish language activists back in the day. God rest their souls, and so there was always this kind of connection between like me and Nisha. I'd known of him growing up, because our grandfathers and fathers were friends, and yeah, so that was it. And then, I mean, this summer we were at Phelan and Yally, and our photographer Claire Loughran, who is a savage photographer. I met her at like 6 o'clock in the morning. She was like, "Oh my god, you guys are great! You guys are great! We should be friends." And I was like, "Fucking dead right, we should be friends. Here's some buzz." And then like from there, like then like I suppose like they're all in the kind of Belfast crew, and then Kneecap and the whole crew started coming to our gigs during the summer, and then we just the whole Grooveline X Bird, which is a new trad band because our drummer is in Bird, and then Kneecap and Huraton, another band from Belfast who do like trad electro music, kind of just came together this summer as this glorified sesh group.
Yeah.
We went to house parties together and just the whole summer having the crack at different events, and I suppose that's just how it came out, just pure friendship. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice one.
pure buzz. Yeah,
Class.
No, kind
There was
networking.
none of that.
None of that. It's just the crack.
Aaron has to leave.
He's-
No, are you in town tonight? Will you?
No,
He's
I'm
going to
down in
Limerick.
Limerick.
Off to Limerick.
You're down in Limerick.
Yeah.
Filthy buzz.
Yeah, but I'm back early
Dirty
tomorrow.
buzz.
You're back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Chill. All right. You gigging tomorrow? Are you?
No, I'm gigging tonight in Limerick, and I'm gigging
Robert.
Saturday, but off day tomorrow. So if you
Right,
sit
man.
around the town,
Okay.
I'll catch you.
Savage. Well, Torara, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bear Boo.
Torara.
Yeah, 100% lad.
Toguro away.
Toguro.
I think we cover most of it, lads.
Toguro away.
Toga buggy.
I think we cover most of it. I
Ah.
was chatting before you
Yeah,
were chatting about kind of the origin of
upbringing story.
Grooveline and how it came
Yeah.
about and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and how you met in school.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to touch on that maybe a little bit, but we kind of already did, didn't we?
Yeah, we kind of did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
See ya.
See ya.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
What's
yeah,
next?
let's finish. Yeah, let's finish up with what's next. We kind of already touched on it. Single coming out in April,
Single coming out in April, end of
and
April.
then you have your EP coming out towards the end of summer. Is it?
No, it's start of summer. Before
Start of summer.
Yeah, start of summer. I say
Okay,
start of
there's
June.
four tracks on that.
Yeah.
Nice. And then if you have any other gigs coming up, you've one in Galway, I think, in April, and then anything else that people can
Yeah.
watch out for.
Dublin again. In
Dublin
April.
again. What's
I'll
the
get the
dates there?
dates. I'll get the
Get
dates.
the
up.
Yeah,
dates.
let us know.
Yeah, 100%. And then so we have a gig in Belfast coming up. Really cool gig in Belfast. Coming up on the 8th of March.
Okay.
So you can look at our website or our Instagram for that, and all the money that is raised at that gig is going towards charities in Palestine.
Okay.
Which we feel really important about because very, well, I suppose I've been growing up going to Palestine marches, and I suppose for all of us from North Leitrim and from everywhere, it's a really important issue that we should be trying to spread awareness about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You don't have the dates in there, Blake.
Oh fuck.
You can, if you want to send it to me after, we'll put it up on screen.
I think it was
Or
like
I'll put it in the description or whatever. But
yeah.
when it comes to marketing your events, then is there anything you do in particular? Like who looks after maybe the video editing and things like this?
Normally Matthew for promotion. Matthew.
So it's all in house pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything we do is in house.
Yeah, that's nice. It's kind of the benefits of having so much of you, isn't there?
Yeah.
You all have your different skill sets. You can
100%.
be efficient in that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
but what else is next? Big summer tour.
Nice.
Yeah,
Saw
tour.
a few festivals. We're going over to England a few times, which is cool.
Class.
Yeah, might be playing at a big one over in England. It's not. I can't say because it's not fully booked, but we might be playing at a big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you done any gigs in England yet or no?
Yeah.
Last year we were in England, at a festival, Victorious Festival.
Victorious Festival down in Portsmouth.
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting English people to chant up the
Oh,
rise.
yeah.
Gas
That was
one,
great.
man.
Did you succeed?
Yes,
Yeah,
so so easily,
Yeah.
I don't-
loved it, man.
so easily.
That's
yeah.
gas.
Like,
Yeah.
Fair play, lads. You seem
What
to.
else? Anything else happening? Oh yeah, we have a gig in West Cork coming up in Clonakilty,
Okay.
15th of March, and then a few other Paddy's Day stuff. But that's kind of us for the moment. Yeah.
Sweet. I'll have to get to your gig in Galway. 100%.
Yeah, do, man.
They
Yeah,
look
do.
insane. They look
Dude,
insane.
he was saying he was never into Roisin Dove.
No,
That's so niche.
yeah, it's niche, isn't it? First time in Roisin and first time at your gig, so
Yeah,
let's see. Should be fun night.
that'll be a good night.
Where'd you be going?
Not the Roisin.
What, you go to Monroe's for live music?
I've been to Monroe's a few times. Yeah.
A few times. Well, are you? Do you normally go to DJs and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm actually really looking forward to your gig now.
Yeah,
From what I've
same.
seen online, it looks fucking insane.
Yeah.
So I'm not
yeah.
not just DJs, you know what I mean? It's kind of anything.
Yeah.
But I would lean
Yeah.
more towards DJs, yes.
Yeah, 100%,
Because
yeah.
I started producing myself.
Oh, did you?
So that's
Sick,
kind of the music that I'm most into, let's say.
deadly stuff. Do you like drum and bass?
I do like drum and bass, but I haven't tried to produce it or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what genre I'm trying to produce. I'm just fucking like
Just fucking
open the
around.
laptop, give it a go, just
Yeah,
throw
yeah.
in some instruments, see where it goes.
You ever
Yeah,
been to Fwynham Festival?
I haven't been to Twin.
Oh man,
But I'm gonna go this year because it
Dude.
looks
Yeah,
it
yeah.
looks class.
it's so
It
proper.
is.
Were you
Jesus
ever playing there?
Yeah, we played there last
Yeah,
year.
we were there.
Okay.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Great. The big house. There's like a big.
There is the big.
It was a great landlord house.
Yeah,
old
yeah.
landlord
Really?
house.
Yeah.
And
How
there
much?
was just
They've got like what,
parties
2 or
in
3
it.
stages?
No, there's loads of stages.
They've more than that.
Yeah, there's
It's
loads of
proper,
stages.
proper
Yeah,
big.
so it's
Yeah.
a really cool festival. It's like so the festival is laid out like the campsite is in the center and the festival circles around it, so it's like a never-ending buzz.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very unique.
It's
isn't
not.
it?
It's not that big. Like it's
Yeah.
quite small.
That's very
and
cool.
contained, but it's really cool.
Really.
Okay.
sick.
We,
Yeah,
we took a
And
pair.
then
of
Burning Man is like the other way around, where it's like everything's around it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Nice.
Proper.
Proper.
You're coming out.
All right, we're
I'm
up.
addicted to that word. Like.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not.
Hectic.
Well, we were trying to figure out was there any meaning behind Electric Noodles, that name?
Oh yes.
Oh, electric noodles. Oh, we went into that, did we?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
nice.
talking about that, but they were asking if there was a meaning.
Electric noodles, not a bit.
There wasn't a meaning.
Not a
No?
bit, man. We were at 10
You
years
just
It was
old.
loved
just
you just
random
loved
names.
pot noodles or whatever, and then
I
you
don't,
put
I
I
don't
electric
even
in
know
front of
what
it.
pot
it.
noodles was when I was 10. Man.
Probably
No?
wasn't even
Probably wasn't
about
allowed
it.
it,
Just
like.
2 words came together.
Yeah.
Cat
Too
milk.
much processed food. See, I grew up with hippie parents. They're like celery and coffee is illegal. You know.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Um,
But not just electric noodles. Just that's shit and crack. Shit
There was like
and
3 in that, or was there? Or
There was
3 or 4
like 5 of us. Basically, everyone bar Glenn because Glenn, we
And
met
Matthew.
Glenn and Matthew.
Yeah.
was we met Glenn in secondary school. Yeah, we were at 12.
Okay.
Which for us it's still so young, like meeting.
Yeah.
Because like when I think of like playing with Bainesy and all the boys, I think of going back to like 9 or 10, and then like, oh yeah, we met Glenn later in life. We were 12.
Yeah, honest to God, like that's so young. Because I read that like he started in the first band.
Oh, that's fucking 10
That's
years
10
ago,
years
man.
ago for me.
Ora.
What?
When I was 12.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. That is very young though to start a
Jesus.
band.
Yeah.
But it served you well. Get the
Did.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the hours in.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were really shy, like.
Really.
Oh,
But
for the first
Oh yeah,
few-
everyone,
everyone-
obviously,
everyone
was
that's
it.
to be expected, but like,
yeah.
you're dog shit.
We were, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know.
And were you trying to like make any songs at that point?
Oh
Or-
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
You
yeah.
were, yeah.
We have a
what was
what?
that? The summer days.
lazy summer days. And
In
then
the sunset's glaze, shining in my face, hanging out with friends.
Awful
I
shite.
hope this never
I don't know how he
ends.
played that. That was fucking-
That's unreal, man. When are you releasing that?
It's coming out the 13th of November, man.
Sick.
so bad. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's like a SpongeBob.
It's
song,
got a SpongeBob. But the bass riff is sick, though.
The bass riff is sick.
The bass riff
I
is
came
sick.
up with a
Yeah.
it's
See, Glenn is
fucking amazing.
big brain on the bass. Big.
I find it like
Brain.
quite like you all play different instruments. Did you ever like
Yeah.
do you play multiple instruments and did you have to decide like what you want to focus on? Or is it
no,
just
no. it's
you all
kinda
play different
all fell
instruments?
into the. Yeah,
Okay.
we just all played the instruments that
Yeah.
were
Okay,
like.
nice.
Yeah. But Bainesy didn't start playing saxophone until TY.
Yeah, it took him
Right.
a while to find what he was doing. He was a singer, but
He was a singer and a guitar player, but he has really mental
his
fingers.
fingers are.
Yeah?
His fingers are so
It's like a
nuts.
spider.
What?
Yeah, like a spider.
Why?
Fucking-
He's deformed fingers. I don't know. Like when you see him play guitar, you go, oh. You kind of run for the hills, like. But then he picked up the saxophone, and whatever way his fingers do be
His
autistically
fingers
working,
work.
they
His fingers worked for
Yeah.
that. Anyways,
And when was that then? When
he picked up the sax.
yeah.
2020?
2020.
Okay.
You got it. Yeah.
That added a lot
2020.
to your sound then I guess.
Yeah.
oh, it totally changed it.
That's
Yeah.
that's
that,
kind of
that was the crux of it. I say.
yeah. And then like after COVID, that whole section of life, we got Kean into the band then properly.
Kean,
Yeah.
after
And-
COVID, Kean,
And
yeah.
there was the sax, and it was just
Any more members on the way, or are you keeping it at 6?
No,
Oh, yeah.
needs to be six. Like we
You won't
obviously
get many
have,
stages to fit you if you do any more. Like
Yeah.
like
that's
we
the
have
thing.
guests coming on all the time.
Yeah.
Like Molly Terrans, she's an amazing
Yeah.
vocalist. And we get her to sing with us.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a track with her one of these days.
Mm.
But no, just as six is
Six.
The,
Yeah.
the boys.
It's a
like,
sweet number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With production then, do you produce yourself, I suppose? Do you know what I mean by that? Like when it comes to
Like
electronic music, there's a lot to do with the software.
Yeah.
Like do you do much of that, or is there not? a
No,
lot of
literally
that?
not at all.
no.
man.
Really?
Well,
I don't know
Okay.
why. I couldn't even write a Word document like.
Okay, yeah, okay.
No, we
yeah.
just get Luke.
So it's
Devaney
all
to
just
do
off
that.
the rip in
Yeah.
the studio,
We just
recorded
get-
the whole way through.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And
interesting.
then like
But yeah, we do like we like help him mix. Like we try to get across what we want.
yeah.
But we would,
someone else is there.
yeah,
helping
like
you.
Luke Devaney, he's our mixer.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we have
Yeah.
a producer or mixer or whatever. But like we
Yeah.
have very like because I love listening to electronic music and I have
Mm.
very strong ideas and I feel like we as a band have very strong ideas
Yeah.
of electronic music. We just don't have it in the fingers yet.
Yeah.
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 But
It's
like,
hard. It's hard software to learn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
have it all in the brain. So we
Mm.
just
Yeah, just need to get it onto those little dials. And
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
exactly,
Like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Fucking so many
you see me
buttons.
trying to on a keyboard. I'm like,
Yeah.
granny fingers. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Wrap it up.
wrap it up into a wrap.
Wrap it
Unless anything else we
into-
didn't touch on.
up.
Anything else we missed?
How we write songs? Was that on the list?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes,
We
We
can, yeah.
touched on it briefly. I was asking you
Oh,
like,
right.
what's it like in the studio when there's so many of you, and how do you work together? But yeah, let's talk about your writing
Oh,
process.
okay.
Your
Yeah, the
creative
writing.
process. That's
Yeah.
actually that's actually something I forgot
Yeah,
to
yeah.
mention.
yeah, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, basically like just if we meet up in the shed, Matthew's practice shed, we all get together and just whatever like we have in our heads, like Tarek might have a guitar riff, I might have a bass riff, and we might throw it down, jam it out.
Yeah,
And
jamming it out is a huge
a
thing.
lot of jamming. And
A
then,
lot of
like,
our songs has
just
come
kinda-
from like if someone has a riff and then we
Yeah.
jam it out and then the song becomes totally different and we're not even using the riff that we started off.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally it's like so one person will have a musical idea and we'll all expand on it together.
Yeah.
And then we'll try and make some sort of like atmosphere or some sort of thing out of it. But with writing melodies and lyrics and shit, so we're very musically orientated. So we'll write everything. We'll write all the music and all the little nooks and crannies of the music before we even touch a melody or a lyric.
Yeah, it seems like that. There's a lot of
Yeah.
hidden elements in your songs.
Yeah, and loads of
Yes.
instrumentals and
Yeah.
big winding instrumentals. Build
Even like, I don't know if you would call them, but like ad libs and stuff like that.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's all like,
ad-libs,
they're
yeah,
just
there is.
hidden in there, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
They add a lot to it.
Totally, man. Ad-libs are class.
Oh,
we
yeah.
also love rap music. So like we have so many different influences that we love. We love trad, rap, electronic music,
there's-
rock, funk, like everything.
Yeah.
And we're trying to like pick the best of all those influences and put them
and put
into our
them
sound.
into it.
That's so
Yeah.
unique. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good crack. But yeah, no, totally get the instrumental down first
Yeah.
and then see where we can weave melody and lyrics
Yeah.
Yeah.
and raps and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, boys.
Yeah.
All
Cool.
right. Cool.
Shane crack. Sanawalia.
Schlan.
Thank you.